Yes, hello to everyone, and greetings from Chisinau, Moldova. As you know already, yes, my name is Marina, and today I will speak about how HR can be outsourced, what is possible to outsource, and what is less possible to outsource, based on our experience of outsourcing experience as a solution in Interact Media. And I will share my screen just a second. So I will speak a little bit about our company, about me, how we start to collaborate with Interact Media. After, I will describe a little bit the processes that are there. What is possible to outsource, less possible, and as a conclusion, outsource as a partnership. About me, ProHR it's a young one company. We started in April 2017. Before, I have a 12-year experience like in HR. And we came as a necessary solution for small, medium companies that usually can't afford an HR manager. So we basically are outsource external department, HR department. And this came as a solution for a common problem for this medium and small companies. The problem is that they all have insufficient resources to hire and keep an HR manager. They have insufficient knowledge in HR processes, and they have a lack of knowledge in legal requirements. This usually gives, or as a solution, they involve other employees that are far enough from the matter of HR, or they omit the legal requirements at all, or they omit to develop and implement the necessary processes at all. So as a result, it's something like chaotic processes there. And we just give some accessibility to these companies. How we start with Interact? Just a second. In 2018, I went to a very pleasant event called Roof Offline, branded Agora in Interact Media. So I met there Irina Gelbur, and I found out that Irina is the executive director there. I should mention here that Roof Offline is a very pleasant event. It's on top of a building. You see the picture, and it's a very non-formal atmosphere. There are very interesting, good people. It's an ideal place for networking. And as a bonus, usually there is a wonderful sunset scenario in the evening. So after a glass of wine, I took all my courage and go to Irina with a proposal of barter. So in start is just some exchanges of our services. We go for HR processes there, and they give us opportunity to publicity on their portal. So I was very happy it was a win-win solution for both parties, and I was very happy that she agreed, and so we start our collaboration. Next, Here are the main processes and sub-processes basically needed in every company without reference to a special field of activity. It's recruitment, administration, development, evaluation, team building, and work environment. And further, I will point separately with some details what is our role here, like an outsourced part, and what is the role of the company, the contribution of the company also. Recruitment, here, I should mention that we are not a recruitment agency, but we apply the process as is needed. So we create the profile of ideal candidate and we put announcement there where are our candidates. After we analyze CV or applications, we do the primary interviews or some tests if needed and send the selected best suitable candidate to the employer, company. An important our role here is also to present the employee, the company from the best part, because we are the first representative of the company here in relation with these candidates. The second part of this process is on the company's shoulder. It is their role to fix the second interview, select a negotiation with the candidates, and finally hiring and make a proper induction. Induction here, it's a very important step because as a company we can't let them just to adapt by self. It's very important to fix clearly what he needs to know and to do first days, first weeks, first month. And this is basically, here is importance of this processes in companies. Next is administration. Here we, our part is, it's important because we proceed all documentation in accordance with legal labor law. And we should do it properly, correctly, and in time. Some of these documents are employment agreement, monthly evidence, holidays, work hours, the reporting in times with our authorities. The same our role here is like a legal, like a consultant in application, in correct application of legal requirements. Here also is a part of role of the company, of the employer, because in the media here with Interact Media, it's a specific because almost most of the employees have another type of contract. It's called ROI, something like copywriting. So this is a civil agreement, civil contract, and it's it's doing by the company. The part with signing documentation is the same important because a document without sign is not a valid one. So we should assure that we have all the signing from both parts. And the role of the company, the same is important. We deliver proper information on time because, for example, we as an external department are not present there. Now, most of them are working remotely from home when there are holiday requirements or sick leave, holiday dismissal or new employees. We should receive the information during the month to be able to do a proper work hour table, to have well evidence. The next one is development, team development, and you see here's the most important process. It's the role of the company. They should identify the needs, approve the trainings. They should assure knowledge transfer of soft skills development. So here our role is a small one. We just came with a questionnaire for identify needs or could deliver some trainings. But the main role here is for the company, for the employer. Next one, the same is the most important role of the company, evaluation, but this is an optional process because if the company feels the need to implement, they should know very clearly what is the scope. So our role here is more technical and support. The company should identify objectives because when we start this procedure, we should have concrete indicators to evaluate the conformity. These indicators are based on company's objective and strategic plans. So depending on the specific of the job and the employee's activity, we can mention some evaluation criteria, but the company should approve the methodology, offer some feedbacks, decide what will follow, and should mention and took the importance from the employee satisfaction grade. Like some criteria we can mention, like communication skills, proactive attitude and initiative, productivity and quality of the work, motivation, skills in planning and organizing working time, ability to work under stress, participation in training programs and results obtained, ability to make important decisions for manager position, for example. We as an outsourced part can just analyze the results, and we come with some needs for training, plan some trainings and adapt job description if needed. The next one, team building. The same, you can see the most part of the role is on the company's shoulders, because we can just consult here and help with organize some events. You can see this size of this circle. We are just like satellite here, but the role of the company is important. And here I don't mean the drink events, although they are important, especially lately when, as an effect of quarantine, the employees are missing live communication and human hugs. So it's good to take into account the following factors when we want to build a team and how to take care of it. It takes a common belief in the team's values and dedication to its goals. Mark contribution and role. So we must be aware of our own value and the contribution we bring to the team, but also to the contribution and roles of others. There must be openness and affinity for teamwork, communication, exchange of ideas and recognition of mistakes when they are made must be normal things in a well-structured team. Openness, here I should mention it's very important because we just were convinced that it works. Mutual support, caring for teammates and taking on the tasks of colleagues when needed for set goals must be a behavior that exists in all teams. Openness to advice from colleagues, but also to critics. A balanced person must understand the constructive purpose of criticism and not interpret it personally. Internal communication, it's very important. This should healthy communication culture make, you should, as a manager, you should make sure you choose people who have a developed sociable side and communicated well with others. Celebrate success. It is very important that healthy work is rewarded accordingly. And for sure rewarding. If you are satisfied with their performance in the team, you should show them. I like here very much a quote from Meredith Belbin. Nobody is perfect, but a team can be. So this team building role for sure can't be outsourced. The last one is work environment. The same, very important, because it should, in our experience, it's made by the company and is connected with a better collaboration, with as I said before, healthy communication, with innovation and diversity. The manager for sure should assure work-life balance for the employees. And not the last one, safety and security. We just came with some measure, with notes about improvement and some suggestions that come from the legal requirements. So as a result, after we analyzed our experience in Interact Media, we can for sure, we see here some percentage that the recruitment and HR administration, it's possible to outsource. It is possible. I wish to be possible more, but the other side we see in some numbers like development, team evaluation, team building, and work environment, it's less possible to outsource in our case. But so maybe this is the bad news. An outsourced function is not able to fulfill completely the HR processes. More than that, if you will hire an internal HR manager, it's not possible to have all HR processes on his shoulder. Because, and here I think it comes the good news, most important HR part should lay on your team leaders, chief of departments, management. So inevitable they should apply good communication skills, motivation tools, conflict management abilities, emotional intelligence. So because they are interacting closely with every day with your team, they should apply the leadership principles. They should learn how to do and act in this way. Actually, this is the recipe of success of all companies, even where is a full HR department. Because HR is not a person, just it's a function, it's a role. And it's very important that the management should understand that. An HR manager can help the team to be involved, to learn how to do that, but it can't do all this function. This is all. Thank you. And if you have some questions, feel free.
Thank you, Marina. And I have one question, if you don't mind. So your company clearly had kind of this advantage of working across different industries. and that gives you kind of the chance to see more insights and differences on different kind of structural industries. So my question, have you noticed some HR challenges that are more distinctive to media compared to other industries? And if yes, what are they?
Distinctive, yes. I think I could mention here the recruitment process, because for us it's okay. It's not easy to find. It's possible to find the suitable candidates, but for sure it's a little bit different from the other specific field of companies.
Can I jump in actually with one thing? I definitely agree with Marina, but I'm just curious to ask as well. You know, one of the things that I find particularly challenging with working in media versus other industries is that, you know, HR is sometimes about unpopular things, and you know, you have to let people go or you have to make difficult conversations, and I don't think there's any other industry aside from media where those conversations then show up on Facebook or Twitter. That's something that you've experienced as well, because Yuri, I know you have gone through that, right? Like that is a really tricky part of doing HR in media, right?
Totally agree with you, Jakob.
Yeah, probably.
We had a couple cases when people were just, you know, leaving the room and then when posting on how bad things are, and sometimes you can't even, so you make all this effort to ease up the situation, like to help people, you know, remember the good things and feel like they have learned a lot here and stuff like that, and then they go on Facebook and they're like, you know, I'm leaving, it's toxic. And there are like 500 comments supporting them, and you're like, shit.
I have more specific in media, and the one that we feel very strong. The specialists we are looking for, usually they come from, if they are experienced ones, they come from others media companies, and concerning regarding the politics representatives that they work before, it can be a little bit tricky for us to approve a candidate or not. Maybe he is good one, but we will think about to admit them or not. So here's the specific one in media.
Yeah, he might be a good one, but worked for an oligarch, and then he's like banned.
Yeah. So okay, and the values here, the same are very important, because if you know the Interact Media Agora, it's a very independent portal, so he should be a very balanced and independent candidate, usually for us, with others' interest, that can be a problem.